is up, family? Welcome to Speak. Y'all know what it is. It is time for kickoff. That thing hung in the air for a mighty long time. Now get this. I woke up this morning, I was eating my Cheerios, and I saw Micah Parsons, superstar for the Cowboys. He tweeted at me. I'm minding my business. He said anything other than the truth is sugarcoating. Sugarcoating is an excuse. It's an excuse. Give the same energy. Last night, again, I'm watching a movie, chilling, doing my thing. I get a text from my dog, Shady. I look at the text, I click on it, I watch the video, and this is what it was. Here is my problem with Cowboys players, not exclusively you, Micah Parsons, Cowboys players in general. They do not realize that criticism is the cost of praise. Cowboys players whisper about the benefits, and then they yell about the disadvantages. Let me start with my industry, and then I will get to Micah Parsons. Think about the leading voice in football on CBS. Cowboys, Tony Romo. Think about the leading voice on ESPN football. Cowboys, Troy Aikman. Think about one of the leading voices on NBC. Cowboys coach Jason Garrett. Think about one of the leading voices on Fox. Cowboys, Jimmy Johnson and Moose Johnson and Daryl Moose Johnston. Think about one of the leading voices in NFL Network prior to this year. Cowboys, Michael Irvin. That's my industry. Benefits, criticism, the cost of praise. But let's go to Micah Parsons' industry, because Micah's a dog. One of the best defensive players in football. One of the best. Hear me when I say that. But is Micah that much better than T.J. Watt? Is he that much better than T.J. Watt? Is he that much better than Myles Garrett? Micah Parsons is a dog. He will be the highest paid defensive player in the history of football in about a year from now. Shout out David Mulugeta. But is he that much better than T.J. and Myles? However, we don't talk about Myles Garrett. However, we don't talk about T.J. Watt. Remember, Khalil Mack had 6 sacks in one game this year. If Micah Parsons had 6 sacks in a game, we would rename the show. It wouldn't be called Speak anymore. It would be called The Micah Parsons Show. Television, as we know it on sports, would completely break down. So, if you're going to complain about the criticism, just remember, Cowboys players, and you, Micah, it's the cost of praise. Shady, you from Harrisburg?
Yeah, hold up. Before we get to that.
What happened?
You tripping, though.
How?
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but you threw them names up there while Micah, like, let's put some respect on Micah's name.
Well, I did.
I mean, he might have came at you or whatever it might be. Whatever y'all got to work that out. But you my boy, and he from my hometown, and I can't let that go. Micah's that dude.
He is.
And Myles Garrett is really, really nice, and he's that dude.
Yes, sir.
So is T.J. Watt.
Yes, sir.
But
what?
We gotta say that Micah Parsons is a different creature. He might.
Is he different or is a uniform different?
No.
My question.
My thing is, because if you look at Micah Parsons, right, he can play on any position he really wants. Let's be honest.
You're taking the shades off.
Yeah, I mean, that's not. It might be the Cowboys, but that's still my youngin, and he like that, right? When you start hearing comparisons to who? LT, Lawrence Taylor, that means something.
Of course, I mean,
and when you watch the game, I was talking to Aaron Donald when I was leaving the stadium.
Yes,
we were talking about the plays. I'm like, man, the way that people looked at you when you were young, all pro this year. Like every year you've been all pro. Rookie, second year, it don't matter. Micah's doing that same thing.
Absolutely.
So when we speak on his name, we gotta speak with some respect. That's all I'm saying.
Did I not? Did I not?
Yeah. More respect. Right? More respect.
And then some.
Yes, that's all I'm saying.
Shady, are the Cowboys unfairly criticized, big dog?
Yes and a no.
Okay.
They hate that answer, but it's the truth. Because I watched so many players go to the Cowboys and was good players.
Yeah.
Not great. But they blow them up as they're great because of the brand, because of the logo, America's team.
Yep.
You can be a good player and look great when you play with the Cowboys. Miles Austin, he was solid. Wasn't great. But can you believe this boy done got him a Kardashian?
That did happen.
And if you're not with the Cowboys, you're not getting a Kardashian.
You're not wrong.
Unless you're a Hall of Famer, which we know he's not that.
No, sir.
So we got to give respect on the criticism you're going to get from being a Cowboy.
But also the
love.
That's what I'm saying.
Dak Prescott's another one, right? And I want him because he had a good game, so I won't get on him.
He did.
Right? But
do your job, though.
He wouldn't be as big of a name.
No, sir.
He didn't play for the Cowboys.
Kirk Cousins.
You put him here like Kirk Cousins.
No doubt about it.
So we got to respect that. Yes, you can get criticized because you are one of the biggest brands in football with the Cowboys. I mean, think about it. Their owner is like, the media can't wait to talk to the owner. And other teams, not like that. The owner can walk past, you know who he is.
I have no idea.
Right? So I like that, though. Because you got to take it, the good and the bad. The bad and the good. So you're going to criticize, but also you're going to get a lot of love that you might not deserve.
Tell that to Micah. You got his number.
Well, Micah deserves all the love and praise.
Where are you at on this, Joy Taylor?
Yeah, Micah different. Micah won that game. We really going to be
Come on now. Closed it out.
Micah won that game.
Dak played well, too.
Here's my thing.
Hold on. Why does everything have to be this or that? Dak did play well, but Micah won that game.
But because we make it this or that. Again, the majority of the game, and again, Micah had a closing sack. Are we really, to change the narrative, say Micah won that game?
Yes, I'm gonna do that.
All of those plays?
Are you
serious?
All
of those plays?
Sack them, and then immediately after he throws an interception, the game is over. Yes.
One sack, and we forgot everything that happened.
Nobody else played. Everyone else was useless. I'm not saying that. Why does it have to be that polarizing? Did Micah win the game?
No.
Yes. Okay, fine. I will choose better words.
Okay, great.
I will choose better words. I think Micah won the game. But if it's gonna make everyone more comfortable, Micah closed out the game.
There we go.
I mean,
There we go.
Micah, you won the game.
if he's not out there, they don't win that game.
Neither is Dak, though.
I'm saying.
It doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be that. Dak played a very nice game.
Yes, he did.
Dak played a game we've seen
Dak
him
played
play
good.
before.
He did. That's true.
He is a good quarterback. He's done that. It's not the first time he's done that. Micah is different, and he closed out that game.
Here's my issue, though, Joy, real quick. And
I didn't even get to my take
I know you
yet.
didn't. You're going to get back to it. Here's my issue.
You got him on track, Joy.
I'm going to get back to it.
It was your Pittsburgh Steelers. Your Pittsburgh Steelers versus, I believe it was the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, the defense won that game.
That is a game in which T.J. Watt, I believe he had a sack, TFL, I think he recovered a fumble.
Yeah.
T.J. Watt won that game.
He did.
But we don't say T.J. Watt won that game.
Why do you keep
I say T.J. Watt won
Come on,
that game.
that game.
It would be disingenuous to say that anyone else won that game.
So, but that is the crux of my issue, is if we're going to say Micah won that game, which is fair, let's just keep the same energy for
Joy.
Khalil Mack when he had 6 sacks.
Okay,
But we don't say that.
I was just saying about that particular game, okay? Micah won the game, in my opinion, okay? I'm going to stand. I need to soften it for you. He was a pivotal role. He had a pivotal role in that win, right? Is that softer? Is that nicer?
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
He is right. They do get unfairly criticized. Now, I don't think that anyone is calling them bums who don't deserve to be on the field. I don't recall anyone saying that. That's a bit of a pendulum swing. They do get unfairly criticized, and it is because of everything that you and Shady have said. They are oversaturated in coverage, and the reason for that is the brand.
Yes, sir.
People
Yes, ma'am.
either hate the Cowboys or they love the Cowboys, and one of the best things you can be if you are popular is polarizing.
Talk about it. She
because
preaching.
it stimulates engagement and conversation, and
cooking
in
right
our
now.
world, whether you like it or not,
cooking.
that is what leads to eyeballs. It's why their ratings are so high. It's why we are constantly talking about them. Not because we love the Cowboys. I don't love the Cowboys, but my mom is a Cowboys fan. I don't have any particular feelings of animosity towards the Cowboys. So I think for the media perspective, that is where I think that it is misguided. I don't think that members of the media as a whole hate the Cowboys. I
don't hate them.
We have stuff to do. Like, it's nothing to do with that. Actually, personally, I happen to love the Cowboys. Anytime we talk about the Cowboys, I know there's going to be better ratings. I know there's going to be great conversation. I know there's going to be lots of strong opinions. So I happen to love it.
Yes.
Whether they win or lose is good for me. So I definitely don't hate the Cowboys. But there are things that come with attention, like criticism. And not particularly for Micah Parsons, because I think Micah, we can all agree, is in a different category. He would be amazing anywhere in the league he played. We would be talking about Micah Parsons because he is that good. Dak Prescott, on the other hand, we would not, which is part of the reason why I do understand why people are so protective of Dak. Because let's be honest, if Dak was playing for, and there's just no shade to this team, if Dak was playing for the Titans, we wouldn't be talking about Dak like this.
No.
We would not be criticizing Dak like this.
Not at all.
But the fact of the matter is, Dak doesn't play for a team that isn't as visible as the Cowboys. He plays for the Cowboys. And there are benefits to that, and there are consequences to that. And sometimes it is you get criticized more. I do understand that. That's why I don't think that it's that serious that Dak is talked about.
Yeah, if Dak was playing for the Titans, he might be the best quarterback in Titans history.
Yep.
That's what Mike would be talking about. But listen, Micah, they are unfairly criticized. They are. But when you put that star on your helmet
What happens?
and you buckle that thing up,
Talk to me.
the spotlight is on you. Period. Right? Jerry Jones is the most talked about owner in this league. The Cowboys is the most talked about football team. When you put that star on your helmet, a lot of people want to see you fail, and a lot of people want to see you succeed. Either way, they are going to talk about you. I don't like this because It started with the quarterback, Dak Prescott, coming out saying, this is what the media wanted. You wanted to see us lose. Not all the media, including me. I didn't want to see you lose. You did.
Because I bet on the Cowboys.
Not this week. But
that week, he definitely didn't want to lose.
But still, though, at the end of the day, it's a lot of people want to see you do well, and it's a lot of people want to see you lose, right? You guys have all the eyeballs on you as a franchise. Whoever calls your name, whether you're first, second, third, seventh, if they say your name to the Dallas Cowboys and you put that star on your helmet, the spotlight is on you. You got to accept it. It's part of it, right? Even if you win a Super Bowl this year and next year and you come out and you win 4 games, the spotlight is on you and people are going to talk bad about you. So you just got to accept it. If any Cowboy player is out there right now and you buckling up today to put that helmet on and that star is on there, you got to accept this criticism that comes with being a Dallas Cowboy, period.
I got one question for you.
Yes, sir.
Since you asked one of the questions, since you come to my young boy, Micah Parsons.
Yes, sir.
And you brought up T.J. Watt. And you brought up, who else you bring up?
Dogs. Myles Garrett, defensive player of the year.
Who's better? Are they better than Micah? Is T.J. Watt better than Micah?
I think that T.J. Watt is a better pass rusher than Micah. I think that Myles Garrett is a better pass rusher than Micah. I think that Micah is a better overall defensive player.
Hold up. When I argue who's better, I don't really do all that. Like, yo, you cut better. I don't do all that. I'm gonna ask again. Do you think T.J. Watt is better than Micah Parsons?
Yeah, I will rank the defensive players.
No. Do you think he's better?
Yes, I will rank the defensive players.
And do you think that
the world thought T.J. was better? He was defensive player of the year last year. This is not a hot take.
And you think Myles?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. You think Myles Garrett's better than Micah too?
I would say that they are equal.
And what about Nick Bosa?
No, Micah's better than Bosa right now, on today.
Okay.
I'll rank the defensive players.
He was defensive player last year, though, right?
Yes. But I'm just talking about this year, because remember the holdout, Bosa's not where he needs to be in my mind as far as...
So out of the 3 top guys, Micah is second? Two.
I would take T.J. Watt first, best defensive player in football as it stands right now. Okay. Then I would probably go Myles Garrett because I have seen what Myles Garrett is doing for his defense. The whole defense is good right now. Then I would go Micah Parsons.
Oh, Micah third.
Third. Then I would go Fred Warner. Fourth. That would be my order of best defensive players in football right now on today. The problem is, here's the problem with what we do. When Micah balls, like any Cowboys player, it's not a Micah thing, any Cowboys player, when they ball, we yell it from the rooftops, tops. But then when they fall, we whisper. Think about this.
Well, Micah different, though.
He is. But here's my question. Then what is T.J. Watt? What is Myles Garrett? They're all different, but we only talk about Micah's difference. T.J. Watt, defensive player of the year 2 years ago. Myles Garrett, defensive player of the year 3 years ago. We don't talk about it. James Jones, please help me with this. What would happen if Micah Parsons had 6 sacks in a game like Khalil Mack had 3 games ago?
It would be one topic on the show for an hour and a half. That's how long we're on here, and it would be all on Micah.
Have we mentioned the name Khalil Mack up until today?
We have not mentioned Khalil Mack.
But I mean, Khalil Mack is really good, but we want to talk about him and Parsons today in the same category.
All I'm saying is
right?
No.
Okay, that's
but Khalil Mack is also a former defensive player of the year.
No. Khalil Mack is a dog. But today we're not going to talk about Khalil Mack and Micah Parsons in the same conversation.
Let me correct myself.
I also think that Micah is the outlier here. Like when you're talking about like the Cowboys, I don't have a problem with him saying that because that's his team. Those are his guys. That's his quarterback. But what we're arguing right now is the point. Micah ain't in this. Micah is going to get talked about regardless of where he is because he is that good.
That's where I disagree.
I disagree with you because Micah is that disruptive.
Do we talk about TJ that much?
No.
And you know TJ, like you know the Steelers.
I know how good TJ is.
And TJ's almost at 100 sacks.
Honestly though, if the Steelers were playing better offensively, if we took the Steelers seriously as a contender based off of how their offense was playing as well, because let's be honest, they won those 3 games based off of coaching and defense.
Of course.
If they were a team that was contending on both sides of the ball right now, I do believe we would.
Go back to 2018, because you remember the Steelers vividly then. I think they started 11-0 that year, Andy, or was that 2019?
But I was...
let me just finish the point, it's all you, James. The year in which they started 11-0. 11-0. Though we knew they weren't all that good, we still ain't talked about T.J. Watt. Like, T.J. Watt is nearly to 100 sacks. And it's just like, yeah, he's a good player. He's really good. Yeah, he's good. But I'm just like, how do we not? And again, I'm the single defensive player on this desk. Obviously, you love defensive football. But I'm like, it pains me to see that.
But it don't even matter about defensive player, offensive player. Shady started off with it. You talked about Miles Austin. What he did on the Cowboys, if he was on the Titans, did that, he would not be talked about. Yeah. You said, I mean, you joke saying having a Kardashian, but he would not be talked about. The way T.J. Watt is playing this year, scooping the ball up, scoring touchdowns, sack, closing out games, whatever. If him and Micah were switched, the show will be about TJ Watt.
That's it.
Because he has a star on the side of his helmet. That's how well he's playing. Same with Fred. As good as Fred is playing for the Niners, if a star was on the side of his helmet,
God.
We would be talking about Fred a whole lot more.
Yeah.
It's a benefit and a curse to be a Dallas Cowboy.
Yeah,
Period. Whether you playing well or whether you playing bad, it's a benefit and a curse.
I also think that Micah is out here. TJ is not out here.
What you mean?
Fred is
Define
not out
Define
here.
out here. Like
He's
publicly?
doing a podcast. Like, he has a show.
Why is he? But Fred has a podcast. But why haven't we heard about it?
Nah, I think they do have a point about that, like the brand. So his podcast, I was gonna get more traffic because he's with
Bleacher
Cowboys.
Report.
But this is my thing. When I look at Micah Parsons, right, and TJ Watt is amazing. He's amazing. But it looks different with Micah. Like, hear me out for a second.
Jesus Christ.
We could put Micah, because you could put Micah anywhere, right? You could put him as a stand-up linebacker, you put him on the outside. The dude, Micah might be the fastest dude on the team. This is real though. This is, you see what I'm saying?
Let's talk.
If they wanted to, Micah probably could play tight end, he could play running, he could play everywhere.
Stop it.
And you know why?
You stop it.
Last thing, so many great players on defense have played for the Steelers, right? A lot of guys. Yeah. But my thing with Micah Parsons,
DeMarcus Ware.
It's the reason why.
DeMarcus Ware.
I get that, but they never compared DeMarcus Ware to Lawrence Taylor. They say Lawrence Taylor is probably the best player that ever played a game. I would say Aaron Donald, but they say him. My thing is for you to compare this guy in his second to third year, that lets you know what's up with him.
We're not saying
you get what I'm saying.
We're not saying he's not a baller.
So he's generational. You won't find nobody like that. But you won't find a dude that can play linebacker.
Like that in
Pittsburgh. No. He's a really good player, but he's not Michael Parsons. Their genetics and DNA ain't the same.
I don't like conversations like this because then it looks like we hating on TJ.
But
TJ's nice.
Is a beast,
TJ, Khalil
nicest.
Miles Garrett, Micah is not the point. All of those men are stars, and we might not talk about them as much as we talk about Micah because we talk about the Cowboys.
That's all I'm
but
saying.
that doesn't mean that any of them are never talked about. They are, but they don't play for the Cowboys. But Micah is the outlier here. Micah is being compared to Lawrence Taylor. He's not even really talking about himself. He's talking about the rest of the Cowboys. He's talking about we, us, Cowboys Nation. He's not saying, why are you criticizing me? He's saying, why are you criticizing the team unfairly? And the team does get criticized unfairly because they also get a skewed amount of attention. And that can be negative in the case of, say, a Dak Prescott, who we all think is a good quarterback, who earned the money that he has won playoff games, has won the division, but has a ceiling that we have seen so far. I mean, he has a ceiling. And if he had done that somewhere else in a city not Dallas with a different logo on his helmet, he wouldn't get the criticism that he gets.
And the truth of the matter is this, and I'm done with it.
What's the truth?
TJ Watt's a beast, and all them dudes are beasts. The difference with Micah Parsons is God took his time with him, and he made something different. He made him, put them together.
You want to know?
He gave him strength.
You want to know what's different?
He gave him speed.
You want to know what's different?
Right? He gave him that dog in him. No other dudes. Hey, look. I'm serious though.
Don't do that to them other dudes.
It's like superheroes, and then you have a dude like Zeus.
Don't do that to them dudes.
You got a guy like Thor. You know what I'm saying?
TJ Watt has tied the NFL sack record.
That's cool.
You telling me that Micah's different than the dude who has the sack record tied with the NFL?
I mean, look at him.
Because we cannot do that. We cannot do that. You started off good, Shady. Take your glasses off. They all dogs. They all dogs, but we cannot do that.
God made one of them different. That's what I'm saying. God made one of them real different.
I don't know which one.
Yeah, all right. Number 11 for the Cowboy, he made him different. He can run with the wide receivers, and I can go against the big line. I can do whatever you want me to do, coach. Matter of fact, and the last thing before we leave,
please.
He didn't even play edge rusher. Somebody got hurt. He was playing linebacker. Somebody got hurt. Coach, don't panic. I'll do it. Put him at the end, and now look at it.
He can play.
They compare him to Lawrence Taylor.
He can play.
Any position.
But stop disrespecting TJ Watt
right now. You stubborn right now.
Why does everything gotta be that?
Just put the respect on all that name.
TJ Watt is a beast.
That's it.
All I'm saying is that God made him different.
That's it. TJ too.
You know what I'm saying? He made him different.
Made TJ different too.
Not like Micah though.
Sack record.
Yo,
NFL sack.
They winning because of TJ and the defense.
TJ Watt's nice.
Lord have mercy. Ooh, God help us, Father.
God took his time with him.
God did.
Won't he do it?
Coming up, Justin Herbert. Well, he let the Chargers down against the Dallas Cowboys on Monday night. Has Justin Herbert gotten too much praise? That's next on Speed.
He don't even play for the Cowboys. What's his answer? What's his excuse?
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.